Pants went professional this season. We're calling him Seasons. Because we miss being on TV. We're like, remember when? Let's call him Seasons. Well, at least Pants made it to season 4, unlike something else. Sorry.
Can I also say, if this was a TV show, we would have gotten a pay raise by now because we would renegotiate after season 3.
Well, we'd try to get one because that never happened.
No. Season. There we go. Happy Pride, Leisha.
Happy Pride. Big time.
Big time.
Uh-oh. We're doing this one early. This episode.
We got into a habit where we were doing these episodes super early in the morning. And then at some point we realized that's a terrible idea. Let's do it in the evening. We could have a cocktail, or we can just get the day past us and we'll be more alive and awake or whatever. And now we're back to doing this in the morning.
Well, tell everybody why we stopped doing the morning shows.
I don't know why.
Because we're not like
I don't know why we stopped.
Kelly Ripa.
No.
We're not like, you know what? I get up at 3:30. I love the morning. I do love the morning.
This is not The View, but we stopped doing the morning recordings because we sounded like we were
dead.
Yeah.
Basically, or we had just near death.
But did you hear me? I just said, why are we back here at 9:30 doing this?
Because, well, we should talk about how Pants has turned into a complete family-run business. Your wife, Anna, is now our video editor.
Yep.
Val is my manager's wife. And
Jaime, our friend.
Jaime, our bestie. Why did I say bestie?
Hashtag.
Kill me.
Hashtag bestie.
Wow, it's really coming up this morning. A lot of that stuff.
Our dear friend Jaime is now is our sound mixer and editor.
Yeah.
And Jaime really wants a company Pants Retreat. So we're trying to make it happen.
Okay. Well, so the reason we're starting early is because Jaime was on her way to work and she had to come set all the sessions up because she's a professional studio engineer.
Can we say what Jaime does?
She's a studio engineer for like 30 years.
Yeah. Okay.
She's like basically recorded every famous band in the world.
Exactly. She works
and now she's working for Pants.
An iconic music studio, and now she works for Pants.
Yeah. I also...
It's her side hustle. I respect it.
Yeah, I also dragged her out on tour once to do live sound, which was...
Was she your tour manager?
No, not tour manager, sound. We had the time of our lives. We can get Jaime on to tell some stories, but...
I like the hermit crab story.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one. What was yours named again? One of them was George Michael.
Hers was George Michael.
Right.
But I gave away we should let her tell the story because she actually brought it up the other day because she's a little bitter about it. She's like, I still can't believe you gave my child away to a stranger. Okay, so, but I felt bad for them because I feel like they were getting seasick in the van.
Well, they were hot and dry. Or actually, no, they like to be dry. They're
I feel like we should save this story because it's kind of, it could take up a whole episode.
Okay.
Especially all of her like rage that she's carrying inside about it. Anyway, Jaime was on her way to work this morning, and to set this up so we sound good, she had to be here at 8. I got 0 sleep.
Why?
Because she's on her way she has a job.
But why did you get 0 sleep?
Oh, Chi-Chi, the cat, our cat, my cat.
What happened? Your cat. Preface it by saying it's now
at 4 a.m. She really wanted to like party. Zoomies all over my face, back and forth.
Oh, Anna can tell you
all. Kim's out of town, and Chi-Chi's like, wah! She's like,
Anna can tell you all about it. Bugsy or Mo or both wake up around 4:35 to either have breakfast, potty, or have a drink of water.
No, I can't every day. I don't know how you do it.
Anna's here today because she's making sure our cameras are working.
Yeah,
Anna.
Oh.
I have a question. Is it every day that the animals wake up?
It
is 6 out of 7 days.
Okay. Do they take Sundays off?
Last night, Mo barked at 3 a.m. because she didn't have water. Mm-hmm. And Bugsy needed to go potty at 5:45.
Fun.
Okay. Well, I'm not used to those hours. So I went to see a movie last night, a screening with Stephanie.
Right.
And it was really great. It started at 7:30. And then Stephanie, we met for dinner earlier, Stephanie Allen, a.k.a. Nat.
Can I have a sip of your water?
Yeah. we met for dinner. You were invited. You bailed.
I had a big night the night before.
I know. You can talk about that
Sure.
too. But so
I'm
so
old.
you
I
bailed.
can't do 2 big nights in a row. It's
Stephanie
too much
at
for my nervous system. Go ahead.
I know, it was a lot for you. You're like, I was out last night. I think that's good. I was like, okay. Anyway, we met at 5:00 for dinner. It was like major blue hair special. The restaurant wasn't even open when we were parking. But this is so boring. But to get to the theater from the restaurant, I was like, oh, great, I'll drive. She's like, no, there's only one parking garage. And I'm like, in all of Silver Lake, there's only one parking. Anyway, we Ubered or Lyfted to the theater. So when it was over at like 10:30, I had to Uber back to my car to then get home.
Jesus Christ.
Like I had to roll the windows down to stay awake. I was like it was like 11:30 or something when I got home.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I used to get on stage at 11, but now I'm like.
I used to go out at 11.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either.
But I like this age. I feel like myself at this age.
Okay.
It makes sense. Be in bed by 9:30. Have dinner at 6:37.
Do you know it's a trend? There's a trend now that like young people are eating at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like it's a new thing.
You
I
don't
know we know when we're
before
older, but kids like it's like a hip thing to eat early, like to be a grandma.
Is it because they're going to bed early? They realize social lives
that I don't know. I just know the eating thing is like people are doing. Yeah.
I was raised in a household where we had dinner at 7 or 7:30. My parents
late.
parents like to dine. We didn't have supper. My mom disdained that word. She said, we don't have supper, we dine.
Can you tell me the difference before you continue?
It's a Maryism, don't ask.
But do you understand it?
No, I just was raised that way, so I just went with it. So I'm used to having dinner at 7 or 7:30. I think...
Oh, maybe supper's early. Maybe supper...
Yes, supper is early around 5.
Okay. So we have supper.
Well, in my household, we dined.
You dined, you had dinner.
And so I'm used to having dinner at 7:30. But
wow,
I like having dinner earlier because you can digest properly and then go to bed. You don't want to eat dinner and then go right to bed.
I can't eat and sleep. That grosses me out.
I'm sorry
also.
I couldn't join you. I was pooped from the night before, and last night Anna made a glorious dinner.
Okay.
And then we watched Hacks, which I'm sorry, you can't
no,
get
we need
better
to
than
talk.
that.
You can't get better than Hacks. You can't.
You just can't. It's the perfect show.
It is. It's the perfect show. Do you want to say what you did the night before we talk about Hacks?
The night before, I had a big night, Kate's big night out, because I rarely go out these days. I just don't have to. I have everything at home. Like, it's all here. Where do I have to go?
Okay.
But on the other day, the night before, there was I was asked to do a reading of Wayne's World that Zoe Lister-Jones was putting together. She got a whole queer cast to do a reading of Wayne's World, and it was
fun.
So much fun. It was Zoe. It was Abby Jacobson played Wayne. I played Alice Cooper and the Ed O'Neill character Glenn.
I didn't know. Kim was like, "Who'd Kate play?" And I was like, "I forgot to ask."
Yeah, Sophia Bush was the narrator throughout the whole thing, and her voice is so velvety. You could listen to her read the phone book. Robbie Hoffman, Dylan Mulvaney played the Dream Girl. There was Nicole Byer. There was a number of people. It was Poppy Lou played Cassandra. It was so fun. It was so fun, and we all just got along and were chatting it up like a bunch of hens. And I thought I'd be home by I'll probably be home around like 9:30, 10. We didn't get home until like 11:30.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in bed until midnight. And then you and I had a big day yesterday, which we cannot discuss.
Oh my God.
But so sorry to say that and not
at least you're saying it.
Divulge further. But
I'm working on not being.
I was tired.
The hype girl.
And so by the time I felt bad for you, quite frankly, because you and I had our thing on the other side of the hill, and it ran much longer than we thought.
Right.
And then you had to drive back over the hill.
Well, then we went shopping because it's Kim's birthday coming up.
But then you had to drive back over the hill to drop me off and then feed the pets, and then drive back over the hill again to get to this event.
And I had the mother guilt. I was like bad mother.
Yeah.
Like all day. I was gone all day. Ran in, fed the kids. left. I couldn't have a real child.
And then they look
would be
and then the animals, especially the dogs, because we get this at the house. They just look at you with those eyes.
Yeah, and I get it, and they should, because they're like, really?
Sure, but you just feel like such an asshole. And you pull out of the driveway and you're like, God, I'm such a bad person.
I know, but when you're like a single parent, when your partner's away, I have no choice. Oh, shit. I have no choice.
Yeah, it's rough. I get it. Look, that's going to be my life starting next week because Anna goes back on tour.
Oh, right.
So I'm the one who's stuck waking up at 5 in the morning and never leaving the house and feeling guilty when I do. I feel guilty when I'm home and I'm just busy doing things and I can't give them the attention. Mm-hmm. And then I realize, I haven't talked to you in like 3 hours. And they're looking at me like, it breaks my heart.
When you're alone, do you talk out loud? I realized I'm doing that lately.
Yeah, I think out loud. Yeah. I think out loud.
So you talk out loud?
I suppose so. But like I'm putting something together in my brain.
Uh-huh. So. But I'm asking if it comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, sometimes I think. I probably don't even realize I do it. I do it, right?
Well,
okay,
I
do it.
There, how would you know?
She does it with me there. I can only imagine.
Oh, so you talk out loud.
I guess I do.
With people around.
I guess I do.
I feel like I was like, am I going crazy? I'm doing it a little bit too much.
There's nothing wrong. It's actually the sign of a healthy brain.
What is?
Thinking, like talking out loud.
Who said?
I read it in the New York Times. Don't ask me when. I don't have the date. I didn't save the article, but I came across that in a very reputable piece of journalism, and I felt validated. So it's okay. So it's good. It's healthy.
Okay, I'm going to look that up for sure.
Am I wrong?
I was like, I don't know if you're.
Maybe there's a pocket out there who's a behavioral specialist. Do you know?
Okay, I do this a lot. I go, okay. Like, no way, I'm not doing it right. I haven't acted in a while. Okay.
And
okay.
Action.
Okay. What else was I to say?
You're better.
Basically, what's happening is I'm just sort of okaying my every move.
Right.
Which is, I need to stop that because I'm driving myself crazy. Like, who are you saying okay to?
You're thinking out loud.
Okay, but then I talk to the pets. That's what made me think of it.
Incredibly normal.
Yeah, but when you're alone and you're only talking to animals, it starts to. You wonder.
I disagree.
No?
I think it's great to talk to pets.
Of course.
I sing to them.
Me too.
I make up songs.
I do it all.
Mo has a whole new record coming out soon. I'm working on the demos.
Can you sing one?
No, because they happen spur of the moment. I can't recreate.
Isn't it fun how we just make them up on the fly?
And they're great songs.
Yeah. Sometimes we're like, I'll like grab Kim and say, or if she's upstairs, I'm like, did you hear that one? Like you get proud of them.
I was singing one last night, and it came out of left field, and I don't know what they're usually doing something.
Yeah, you sing about what they're doing.
Like I think we've been grooming Mo. We're making a habit of grooming Mo. It's not smart to wash a dog like Mo too often, like you would wash a short-haired dog. Mo's fur, like you should only wash her every couple months.
Wow.
She desperately needed a bath. And so after we gave her a bath, we have this, it's actually really great. You guys should get one maybe.
Okay.
It's this.
My birthday's coming up, but go ahead.
Oh.
Huh. Okay, go ahead.
Good call.
What is it?
It's this thing for animals. It has like 2 attachments and it's a hose and it has a really low motor. And so you brush the dog or the cat or whatever thing you have and you're brushing it and then you press a button and the hair gets sucked through the tube. It's like a vacuum cleaner.
What?
It's amazing. And so we've been...
Wait, are they wet?
No.
Or is this, you can just do this?
You could do it either or, it doesn't matter.
In the yard?
Yeah, you could do it in your house because the hair won't go all over the place because it gets stuck in the bristles and then you press a button and the bristles release and it goes and it gets sucked into the...
I can't believe what you're saying.
It's amazing. And so we've been brushing Mo and she's so silky and gorgeous.
Does she love it or is she scared of it? Is it loud? I have so many questions.
That's a hard question to answer, to be honest, because Mo has a lot of feelings.
No, is it loud?
Well,
you know that one.
It's not, but is it loud to Mo is
that's
really
different.
What's important. And so we turned it on for her to get used to it. And she likes it. She gets into it, but she's trepidatious at first. And then you have to do a whole song and dance to be like, Mo, you know, Mo. And then she comes over and she's all, I know, I like it. She comes over and like, Mo. And you start like brushing it. And then she starts loving it. And then her little butt shakes back and forth with that plume tail.
I love her butt.
It's beyond. And so she's all silky smooth right now because we've been doing this. And so last night I kicked off Beautiful Mo. It was a great song.
How's it go?
I can't remember.
2, 3, 4.
Don't remember.
Okay.
It happens in the moment. But the title was beautiful.
Was it like a catchy, like upbeat?
It was
What's
more of
the
a ballad.
BPM?
I'd say it's more of a ballad. It was, I know the exact, it was called Beautiful Perfect Mo. That was the name of the song. Beautiful Perfect Mo.
I love it.
And she's all.
I would push play just from the title.
Not a power ballad. It could get there if it was produced properly, but it was heartfelt.
Does Anna join in? Do you do like harmonies?
Anna has her, there's a few songs that we created that we co-wrote, so we'll harmonize, but others, I think she has the rights to those.
Does somebody like lean more into the lyrics or the melody more than the other? Like, what are you good at?
It's so spur of the moment. I couldn't even answer these technicalities. It just happens. She's just doing something. I
feel like Kim joins in to what I've started. It's sort of hype, but she's not like rapping, but she repeats. She'll repeat what I just did, but Kim also, and I can say this publicly because I just can't. She's tone deaf.
She is?
She can't hear a note to save her life.
I think I'm tone deaf.
Not like Kim.
I can't hold a note either. You tried to harmonize with me for years, and I don't understand the concept of
right.
it.
You just have to stay, and then I'll do the work.
Exactly. So I can relate.
It's people like if you hear a note, they start following what you're doing. You're like, no, stay where you are. That's the trick. But if you can't hear a note to begin with,
I think I relate to Kim.
But she has such a cool speaking voice that I'm sad she can't. She could have had a music career.
Does she want a music career?
No.
So that's okay.
Her dad was a country music singer and songwriter, put albums out.
So he wasn't tone deaf?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote amazing songs. But yeah, can't hear. But she'll sing anyway. And I don't, what do I care? I love it. We sing together and it sounds terrible and I love it.
I think we kick into our songs differently. Like when Anna feeds them, she'll start singing to get them amped up. Although it doesn't take much to amp them up when food's involved. Like Bugsy will jump on the back. Like, Bugsy's about that high
Just
off
a little shorter.
Little shorty.
Yeah.
And the little lowrider legs, like she'll get excited and she'll get up and she'll bop you, but she can only get up to your calves.
Uh-huh.
And you just feel like this pressure on your calves from behind because she's like, gimme,
yeah,
gimme.
Bugsy, those legs.
Beyond.
Damn.
Beyond.
I'm going to ask you guys a listener question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And for Pride.
It's Pride.
Oh, shit. I said at the top of this. Happy Pride.
I know. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
You guys remember
this
that. It's
is
Pride.
a new thing we do, which is we forget what the hell we were supposed to talk about, even though we bring it up to each other. Okay, Val. Sorry.
Okay. So we have a great listener question from Emma. How good is your gaydar? And how has it changed over the years?
Great question. I love talking about gaydar. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Are you okay, though?
Yeah, I'm thinking, how good is my gaydar? I'm processing.
Well, what do you think?
I think it's pretty good.
What do you... okay.
I think it's
you and I did a
pretty
scene,
solid.
You and I did a scene as Shane and Alice, 2004, 3, 4.
So 20 years ago.
Yeah, and it was about we were trying to teach Dana how to spot a gay person. And if you think of that now, like nothing is like that anymore.
No.
You can't like pick a gay person by like if they have a chain wallet.
Or if they have long nails.
The whole long nail, short nail thing doesn't play. I know so many gay girls with like giant, like.
Yeah, no, all those rules
it's
are
all out the window. Right?
Yeah.
So dated. So what do you think gaydar stems from?
It's an unspoken feeling. I'm not going to say who, but I can't.
Okay.
But just recently, I came across someone and I thought, that person is very gay.
Mm-hmm.
Very gay. I don't know if they know that, but I know that. And I wonder when it's going to happen publicly.
Oh, so it's a famous person.
Now, I don't know what they do in their private time. I can just tell you that the feeling I got was, you're gay.
So you don't even know if they are gay or not?
No.
You don't? You don't know if they have a partner of any sort?
Nope. Don't know.
Okay.
It's just a feeling. It's this unspoken sort of thing.
It's an instinct, right?
Yeah.
It's something we pick up in each other.
Yeah.
I was talking to Stephanie about this last night, and she said something that I was like, that's really interesting, which is kind of along the lines of what you're saying, that, you know, a lot of people come out late in life and stuff, right? It's because they were gay the whole time. They didn't even know they were gay. Like they're not even aware. Like I knew I was gay when I was tiny.
Yes, you knew. Yeah, and
but
you did something
some
about
people, like this instinct you can pick up in someone, right?
Right.
Where you're like, hands down, they're gay. They could be married. They could have children.
Mm-hmm.
But as a gay person, you pick up on this instinct, right? But they're not even aware of it that they are yet, which I find fascinating.
Do you think even like the quiet parts of them don't know it?
That's what she was saying. She goes,
what does she
like
think?
Stephanie
What was
even
her
said,
theory?
I don't want to speak for her, but I can because she said it.
You can speak for her.
Well, she was going to come
Stephanie won't
talk.
be offended.
No, she won't. She was going to come talk about it today, but we started too early.
Yeah.
But like, because she came out later, she had boyfriends. Right? It didn't even occur to her that she was gay.
But was there ever a part of her
No.
deep down quietly?
No, this is what I'm saying, and that's what I think is fascinating. So it's like there's, like in her eyes, there are all these like untapped gay people that don't even know themselves. But like to us, people that are already, you know, over here on the other side, we're like, you're 100% gay.
Come on over.
Well, you just don't even know.
Right. I think that's really interesting that there's not one part of you, however
Not a
quiet and
crush.
small it might be inside of your own soul and spirit, doesn't even whisper it at times
Well,
in
she
the
said, like-
faintest voice.
Like it would be misplaced. I was like, you never had a crush on anybody growing up? And she said, no, I had a friend that I was like, I like her, like as a friend, like that's the person I want to hang out with. There's something about her I really like. She thought it was just like a pull towards this person as like, now I find her interesting.
Right.
But it wasn't like, oh, I'm gay, which blows my mind because mine was so obvious the way I was thinking.
Yeah, I think acting on it and thinking about it obviously are two different things.
But misplacing it is wild.
Right.
Like I don't even know that this might be an option in my life. But if you think about how many people come out later,
Sure.
it makes a lot of sense.
No, I get it. I just equate it to a crush. I always
know.
have. It's like, oh, like I won't do anything about it because it's not the time or place, or that's scary to do, or no way would I ever do that. I'd be humiliated, whatever the circumstance is.
Right.
But I can, even if I'm not going to admit it to myself all the time, I could still think that, oh, that's a crush.
That's how I
interesting.
think too.
That's interesting.
I know.
But Stephanie, who came out later, has a different, I don't know. It's interesting.
I just thought it was kind of cool because like even when you watch TV shows, like even famous people that have such gay energy, but that are married. And like the ones we love, right? Like we all love Kate Winslet, right? We're all like, I mean, I can say that I'm pretty sure that lesbian community is in love with this woman, right?
Very much so.
I think she has gay energy,
She does.
but it doesn't mean she's gay. So what about that makes our gaydar wrong? Or
But are we wrong?
are we wrong? That's my question.
And that's the question.
So then I think, because my sister told me this years ago, she's absolutely right. I think everybody is gay.
Yes.
I have a problem where I lean way more in the opposite direction, where I'm like, everybody starts, we're all gay, and then what's everyone going to pick? I just think, why wouldn't, first of all, what a great thing to be.
I want to understand what you're saying.
I think everybody's gay.
So you think everyone born is gay, and then they get conditioned in this shitty society where
Sure.
suddenly, you know what, you should be straight because the men are so exciting. Who the fuck wants a man in their house? I wouldn't. You know what? I'll take a man in my house to lift things. I need something heavy lifted. I'll have a man. It's like but they should like.
Are you a man-hating lesbian?
No, I love guys. I have a lot of male friends. It's just, I just think about having a husband and I'm like, no thanks. Who needs it? I like a man in my house to lift heavy things that I can't lift, but he can be like a vacuum cleaner where you plug him in, you direct him to do
like
that thing.
Mo's hair thing.
Can you lift this? He says, yes, sure. And he does the thing. And then I can unplug him and put him back into the utility closet.
So he's like chargeable.
Yeah. It's like, I can't lift this flagstone. Can you do it? Sure. Goes over and I say, I need it from A to B. And he goes, great. And he picks it up and he brings it over. Thank you.
But you don't want to have, you don't want to eat with them or sleep with them or have sex with them.
No, you could say, thanks, Alan. Thanks, Alan. You could name it, just
sure.
To get
yeah. I mean, you got to name him.
Yeah. Just so it's like an algorithm. So he understands what you need. Like
your
Kate,
needs and wants.
Precisely. And Alan like picks up the flagstone, brings it from one side of the yard to the next. Thanks, Alan. Plug, charge, put him away.
You could even wake up in the morning and Alan's already out at the front, like on the front porch waiting for the flagstone delivery because he knows 100%. Your algorithm so well.
Absolutely. I'm having lumber delivered, Alan.
And he's already...
Can you meet the guys or I'm going to have it in my truck when I pull up. Can you unload it? Absolutely, Kate. Thanks, Alan. He does it. I say, I need it over here. And he does it. And then when he's done, I'm like, thanks, man. And I unplug, stick him in the garage. What?
Literally. Thanks, man.
What? That's mean? What's mean about it? It sounds great. I
have zero judgment
woman,
on what
and
you're
I don't
saying.
think
I'm trying to
this goes just for gay women. I think women across the board
I think
say,
so many straight women, even I bet married women that already have a husband at home would still want Alan.
They might want Alan instead of their husbands.
They could switch him out too. Yeah, I don't think that's a gay thing.
That's just a logic thing.
That's just a woman-man thing? No. That's just extra. It's a helping hand.
It's logic.
You don't understand why women are with men at all.
I just think, okay, if that's what you want to do with your life. Like, that's your choice. Free will, right? I just don't.
Oh, you called me the other day about that guy at Rite Aid, and he upset you so much.
Oh, in the desert?
Uh-huh.
No, he didn't upset me. It was, look, I'm judgy. I'm judgy. I'm a judgy person.
No.
And so are you. I think we're all judgy, let's face it. We all can say, no, I'm not, but we all are to a certain extent.
Okay.
And because it's Pride, the irony is that I drove out to
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Here comes your story.
I had to go out to the desert last weekend. And as I'm driving there, as I get into town on the main strip, I'm seeing, and I saw them twice. I saw them separate. I'm not going to make this a political thing, so let's not hang on it. But I was seeing these two separate stands about a mile or two apart from one another, selling Trump merch on the side of the road.
Oh, you went there. I thought you were going to talk about the guy with the sandals.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to give you my train of thought.
Great.
And I was like, unfucking believable. In the month of June. Okay. And then I had to go to Rite Aid because I needed laundry detergent. I needed something before I got to the house. And I'm standing in line and it's very red out there. Like there are red sections, like very...
What does that mean?
Red, like very
political
conservative, political. Like you'll see a lot of "Don't Tread on Me" signs everywhere. And then you'll see a gay pride flag. It's wild. It's a trippy place to be. And I'm in Rite Aid and I look at this couple in front of me and I'm sure they're fine. They're just taking forever to pay for this 6-pack of Pepsi. And I'm looking at the husband's shoes and he's wearing the most hideous pair of fucking sandals I've ever seen. Like men should not wear sandals, period. Like don't do it. And that wife should have said something, honey, don't wear those. But he did, he wore them out. And I just started thinking, my train of thought went, okay, it's gay pride. I don't know how and no diss on these people aside from his ugly feet.
Pretty much.
How is it that people like are going to judge me and the way I live my life, which is not a choice. We don't choose to do this. We're born this way.
Yep.
But that man chose to wear those shoes.
To wear those shoes?
That man chose to wear these shoes. Whereas who I am isn't a choice. but his choice in footwear is.
Very much so.
And how is that okay? And why am I the lesser person?
Yeah.
How am I a lesser citizen? You look like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And your wife should know better. You should know better.
And your wife chose to be with you with those sandals. Another choice.
And I'm like, but we're the problem?
Yeah. Oh, it's us?
Big fat fucking, like, it's so backwards. Like, if the world was run by our community, it would be a much better place. I had this thought yesterday.
Amazing. Okay, go. Get it. I love this soapbox.
I was cutting a large piece of lumber, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought if the entire government was run by queer people, the world would be a better place.
The whole time.
If movie studios were run by queer people, the world would be a better place.
Better.
Doing that Wayne's World thing the other day, everyone was in the Rainbow Mafia in one way or another. And I thought, this is like my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
This is it. And you know what? Everyone's fabulous. Everyone's supportive. Everyone's talented. Everyone's great. Like, that's the way it should be.
I know. Artists, like...
But then we have these dickbags in their ugly fucking shoes, making all these judgments, selling their Trump merch and their Trump bullshit.
Making decisions of like how we live.
And it's maddening
what we
to
get
me.
And our rights.
Yes, it's just fucking backwards. So that's my soapbox speech. I'm done.
I love it. That made so much sense. I agree with you. Minus like, you know, the choice of his sandals I can't speak to because I didn't see them.
I can speak about it. It was traumatizing.
I guess so, but that was a great gay pride speech.
Was it?
For 2024.
I'm sorry. It wasn't positive though.
It was positive.
Was it positive?
Yeah,
I don't mean it as a negative thing by any means. I don't mean anything.
I know you're
I just love our community. I think we're amazing.
We're the best community there is. And I think, you know, our gaydar personally might be a little off these days, but
I don't think so.
Or it's spot on. Is it spot on?
I'm going to say mine is pretty fucking fine.
There's a very famous lesbian now that you clocked 20 years ago. So you have great gaydar.
Did I clock her 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Do I know who this person is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, wait, we're going to end it on that. Can I, who is it?